Good afternoon, family. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in this big, beautiful world of ours. Family, I know I tried to do this earlier, but you know me being a novice and not quite well versed in this YouTube thing yet, I made a big, big boo boo. So I'm trying to correct my boo boo and go early to get my mojo back on. So listen, like I said, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in this big beautiful world of ours. How wanna do? How wanna do? You know, today's episode is about our missing children in Jamaica, and it also is a chicken back and chicken foot soup kind of day. It's a gloomy, dark day in my neck of the woods. It's raining, it's thundering, it's storming, and it's just gloomy. And it makes me think of all the families that have children that have gone missing since the end of time. But more specifically, children that have gone missing since January of this year, 2024. Family, we have over 80 children, approximately, yeah, 80 children, girls and boys, but mostly girls, that have gone missing in Jamaica without a trace, and not one public official, more specifically, our women in parliament, none of them have come out and said word one about all these missing children. All of you female that are in parliament that have children, where are your mothering instincts? Where are they? Where are our missing children? Like I said, it's a dark, gloomy day here in my neck of the woods. And it's a kind of depressing feeling. And it must be the feeling of all the parents of all these children that have gone missing, just disappear, and no trace, no trace whatsoever, and no information, updates from anybody in parliament, anybody in police, security, no update, no nothing from nobody to tell these people, these families about their missing children. I'm checking the stats, and I'm looking at most of these children that have gone missing, mostly girls that have gone missing. The majority of them are between 15 and 16. But of that age group, the majority of that age group is between 15 and 16-year-old girls that just disappeared off the face of the earth, disappeared off the island of Jamaica, and nobody to investigate and give the families any kind of support or any kind of information or any kind of investigative progress on their missing loved ones. It's just astounding. Nobody cares until it hits their doorstep. Nobody cares about these children. The children are our future. They are our future. And nobody care about them. How is it that our children just disappear so without a trace? It makes you think, it makes you wonder. Are they being taken off the island? Are they being trafficked? Are they being taken for their organs? Because they are young people, must say. Majority of them are between the ages of 12 and 16. And these are young people that their organs are just prime, still growing, still healthy, and some dirty junker in some other country were dead because the sinner killed them and they need organs. They will pay to get somebody's child so they can get them young, healthy organs for them to continue to live them dirty life. How are these children disappearing off the island? Because they have to be disappearing off the island for them to be gone without a trace. Jamaica is but so big. Jamaica is but so big. I mean, somebody snatch up somebody from St. Anne and carry them gone a St. James. Somebody going to see them. Somebody is going to see them. So they have to have taken them off the island. And because we have an airport, our airports and our seaports that are that don't belong to Jamaica. Um, them them can disappear through the airports or through the seaports, and nobody don't know. Nobody will know. Just like how Coke port down a basketball down there, so how many thousands of pounds of white product come into the airport, an airport that is supposed to be one of the most secure places in the country. Camera all up in the cracks and crevices of and every corner. Nobody saw when those bags of white powder, thousands of pounds of white powder coming to the airport. Nobody know how them reach there. How that happened. We have trailer loads, container loads, and barrel loads of guns and ammunition coming in the island. Nobody don't know where they come from, who send them, and who pick them up. Security people, security minister, police commissioner. How come they're not doing a job? How come they're not doing a job? The same way all of these, like I said, white powder, guns and ammunition, and everything else coming in on the island through our airports and our seaports that, again, Jamaica don't own. The same way people can be moved off the island, children can be moved off the island through our airports and our seaports, and nobody will know. Nobody will know. Nobody will be held accountable because apparently the powers that be don't care because them know what's going on and them take them little monies on the side. Them eat them little food and them gone about them business. Nobody is held accountable whatsoever. Me want to know how on look families in the face and respond to them when them come find out. First, when they come to report their child missing, and second, what gonna tell them when them come to find out where gonna they with the investigation. Why are children going missing at such a rapid pace and at such a high rate, and nobody can investigate enough to figure out what the hell is going on? No, so I must say, since January of 2024, over 80 children have gone missing without a trace. Families have not heard word one about where their child is, where the child could be. The ones them that have not gotten any information, me mean say the pitney them not even them body show up. So we could possibly say, well, somebody kidnap them and do whatever with them and then decide to unalive them. Nothing. Nothing. That tells me, say, the pitney them were moved off the island undercover through our airport and our seaport because, again, Jamaica don't own them airport and seaport, and any and everything can come and go without any accountability or any trace. It can't happen. It have to stop. It have to stop. Me say. The pitney them, our children are our future. And we need to protect our children at all costs. You know, Jesus, me say, the children need to be protected. We need to protect our children. I am calling again on our parliamentarians, especially the female parliamentarians and the ones that are mothers, the ones that are grandmothers. Where are your female motherly instincts? How come you're not championing the cause of the welfare and the well being of our children and our women? Most especially the children, the girls. There are several boys that have been missing since January, but it was mostly girls from my research and my statistics that I found. Mostly girls. Where are the women in parliament to write, propose, pen, table laws that are for the benefit of women and girls? Why are you not pushing legislature? Hell, anything that you as a woman write, why are you not pushing something for the protection of the girls? Miss Madam, what she call herself? Minister of Gender, Culture, and blah 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 blah, and perfume factory. Why are you not out there pushing something, some kind of legislature for the protection of women and girls or the protection of women and children, period? We've had several cases of children going into parliament to talk to parliamentarians about laws to put into effect with teeth, laws with teeth to bite the damn miscreants them and the wicked people them, mostly men, who harm our children, harm our girls, and nothing. You would think that when you get children, innocent children that come to you as adults, begging you to put laws into effect to protect them so they can grow into adults safely and free of harassment and raping. You would think you would take that to heart. I know men and women think differently. Yes, they do. Men are just not on the level or the same level as women when it comes to family and children and girls. So I would think that the 29% or however many, the 30, 40 women that are in parliament would say, you know what? That is something for me to, a cause for me to champion. And I'm going to pen legislature or pen something, something to put on the books for the protection of our children because they are our future. The children are our future. Because when them old cronies in a parliament now, they done gone because they now come out unless we vote their backside out. And if they don't get voted out, they now come out until them get pushed out in a wheelchair when they're half dead, or then come out in a body bag. We need young, bright, clear minds to pick up where these old fogies left off. And if they don't protect our youth and our children from now, what will happen? The whole of them dead and gone, and there's nobody to replace them because the young picnic them then thief them off of the island, carry them gone somewhere, gone turn them into all kind of slave, house slave, sex slave, and other kind of slave, and then also harvest them organs for get some dirty junker to live longer to continue his sin. We have to do something No, we have to find our children. We have to protect our children, first of all. They have to be protected. And when they go missing, because we take we eye off of them for 1 second and then go missing, we have to put every available resource we have to find these children. Me tell you, say, when I was in New York, every night they had the news. The news came on. Some news came on at 10 o'clock and some came on at 11. And I will never forget as long as I live. The 10 o'clock news on the ABC affiliate. The news anchor would come on before they start their broadcast and say, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?" Mister, that giving me goosebumps right now because I am a parent now. When that time when that was going on, I was not. I was still a young green lime in high school and college, going out to high school into college. And I can just imagine if that were to happen today in Jamaica, newscast at 10 o'clock at night. The anchor would come on and say, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?" Even grown people that their grown children have gone missing, heartache after heartache after heartache, all day, every day. What do you think that do to them? What do you think that do to them? Much less a child, a helpless, innocent child. We have to protect our children. We have to look for them. We have to put all available resources into finding our missing children. We can't let this continue. All kinds of things breaking loose all over the country. All kind of build up of right now, oh, Emancipation Day celebration and Independence Day celebration. What the hell the people that have them missing picnic gone for how much year now? Even just the last 7 months. What do they have to celebrate? What they going to emancipate themselves from? Emancipate themselves from grief and pain of not knowing where their child is? How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? They say we have to protect our children. We have to put all available resources behind finding our children when they go missing. And I don't business who own airport or who own seaport. There has to be the government of the country has to have some kind of handle on what's coming in and what's going out. Who coming in and who going out. Just like the other day when them have plane load of Indians come and land at airport in a Kingston. I do believe it was a mistake. It was supposed to land at the Coke port because according to what news media say and government officials say, they were supposed to come, land, and the people them were on the airline too. So they were supposed to come, land, empty the airplane, and go about them business. Drop off the crew and the people them and go about them business. There was no supposed to be no returning or taking anybody back anywhere. But when people start ball out and say, "What go on? How come?" We have plane load of people come, no travel documents, nothing. Them let them off at airport in an outer plane, carry them in an airport, go sit down for 5 minutes, and turn them loose on the freaking island. How we know so when everybody ball out now and say, "Hey, hey, hey, what's going on? Why are these people here in the island? No travel documents, no nothing. Why when everybody ball out and say, them need to go about them business. Them have them all about in upon the island and walk around and buy ice cream and do this and do that and everything. Oh, we know so when them pack them supposedly pack up all of them, put them back on plane and send them to wherever them are send them. Oh, we know say somebody's child or some people children never get drag up and put in a plane seat. Oh, we know so the amount of people what them claims that came on the plane were the same people that went back. Or we know so them never swap out one Indian family what in Jamaica for go back on the plane while the one or come on the plane go and take them place. Oh, we know say 5 or 6 people picnic. Never all of a sudden appear on plane and gone. How? How we know that? No, star. This too bad. This too bad. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. And I implore all of our elected officials, honor is we employee. We, the people, the tax-paying people of Jamaica, are your employer. You need to do what we say. And we, as employers, must make sure you follow the rules and do what you're supposed to do. Do what we are paying you to do, which is take care of the people and take care of the country honestly and sincerely. Too much crookedness, too much corruption, too much of all of that going on. And it have to stop. It have to stop. And we have to start somewhere. And I think the starting of somewhere is the protection of our children. Our children need protection. And some of us parents, we need to pay attention. Pay attention to our children. Listen to them. Believe them when they tell you, Dirty Junker out a bus stop want talk to them certain kind of way and they put question to them. Believe your children. Watch over them. Parents you are the first line of defense, the first line of education for your child and your children. Watch over them. Protect them. Believe them when they tell you things. Because we have to protect our children. Again, they're our future. Oh my goodness, people, my lovely family. Let me big up some people on the live here today. Miss Arlene Foster, Wagwan sis, you all right? Hope you're doing better. Keith Salmon, bro, thanks for joining. Welcome. Yes, I do appreciate you all so very much. Sister Gloria, Wagwan, Sister Gloria. Gigi Jones, you're finally catching a live. I'm finally doing one that's doable. Let's put it that way. Finally doing one that's doable. I did one earlier today, but yeah, you know, training wheels, darling. And I ask you all again to please like the live, share it if you feel it has enough, if it has information that other people need to hear, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my channel. We're in the incubator stage right now, and we're trying to get out of the incubator into the bassinet, and then from the bassinet into the crib. And then after we get in the crib and we in the crib a little while, we can crawl over the rails of the crib and get on the floor and start crawling. So I do appreciate y'all subscribing to this channel. Sonia Foster, hello, darling. Welcome to the channel and thanks for joining. Mel, what's going on? Andrea Burke, thank you for joining, sis. Appreciate you. Audrey Cook, thank you, darling. Natalia Freeman, sister, wagwan, darling, wagwan. Thank you for joining. Christine Gilbert, happy Saturday to you, darling. Thanks for joining. I do appreciate y'all so very much. Like up the live, people. My lovely people. Share out the live. And subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're in the incubator stage and we're trying to get over into the bassinet. We come out of the incubator and go into the bassinet. So yeah. I do appreciate y'all joining me and being here on this, in my neck of the woods, this gloomy Saturday afternoon. Sort of kind of like the feeling that families with missing children are having on a daily basis. A gloomy day, no matter how much sun shining outside, their whole disposition is gloomy because they have children that are missing. They don't know where they are. They don't know if they're alive, if they're unalive. They don't know if them eating, if them being in captivity, if them being slaved out, if them do it, getting their organs harvested for somebody who wicked smutty, who organs are falling apart, and they want new organ for put in a fit them body so they can continue their wickedness. 15 and 16-year-old girls and boys, their organs are young, ripe, good, perfect, still growing, still growing. And these some of these junk want the people them picnic to take their organs in their life in most cases and to continue for them wicked life. People, we have to hold our elected officials accountable. We have to start somewhere. We have to start petitioning all of our parliamentarians. But me personally, I am hedging and looking towards our female parliamentarians to say, what are you doing about missing children? What are you doing? How are you protecting our children? What kind of legislature have you put forth for the protection of children? Something has to be done. Too many of our children are going missing and nobody know where they are. It don't seem like anybody care to find out where they are or what happened to them. We have to hold these people accountable. We have to get them to start paying attention. And like I said, parents, pay attention to your children. If you have to watch them like a hawk, then so be it. But you're watching them like a hawk for their protection and for their good. When my kids were in middle school and high school, as a matter of fact, even in primary school or elementary school, because they were born in Mercer, I was the parent that was there on a regular. Me go to every open house for school and me make sure I meet every parent, every teacher of my children and let them know, say, those two belong to me. Here is my phone number because I even switch jobs from federal to state so me could work within the school system so I could be close to my children. My children's school was never more than 5 minutes drive from my office to get to them school because not now me just not letting it go so. Me not turn them loose and say, oh, they're in school, it's the schools, they're the school's problem, and when they come out of school, they're mine. No, no. Me going to be there and one face to one face to woman I want school, they come tell me one time, say, I need to stop being a helicopter parent. I need to let them grow and explore. Mister, me stopping them from growing. I stopping them from growing. Mister, listen to me. I will be a helicopter parent until the day I damn die because me go and discipline my children. Me now make the system discipline my children because if I stop being a helicopter parent, as you say, then stuff gonna go south. And I won't have a handle on it. And I have my children's back from day one until the day I close my eyes or the day they close their eyes. So, yeah, you have to keep an eye on your parents, your children. You have to protect your children. Miss say, parents, if your child come to you and say, Teacher Brown said to me today, him like, oh, me look in my uniform. That's inappropriate for a teacher to tell a child, male or female. And if the child come home and tell you as a parent, say, Teacher Brown, say, Mama, say Teacher Brown tell me, say me look, it look like, me look in my uniform, me look nice. My ass would be at school jacking up Teacher Brown. If my children, when they were in school, came home and called some teacher name more than twice, and that person is not their teacher, my behind was in school trying to find out who this person is while my child is calling your name and you are not their teacher. What's going on? Did it more than once, did it several times. I stayed connected. And I tell my children, I don't care what's happening, good or bad. Tell me so I know what's going on and I will have your back, good or bad. People, we have to protect our children at all costs. Listen to them, watch their demeanor. If their demeanor change, find out. You don't have to ask them in any accusatory way. Coax it out of them what the problem is. Let them feel safe with you so you know what's going on with them. They will be confident enough to confide in you as their parent what's going on with them. We have to protect them. We have to protect them. If they tell you something's going on at school, believe them. Believe them and listen to them. Go to school and investigate. Investigate because, again, all part of the protection of your child. And God forbid, if your child ever go missing, at least you will be connected to them to some extent so they know or you know what the last place they were, who they last spoke to, all of that. We have to protect them. And God damn it, go to the police department. And if you have to go with a band of drummers and noise makers to make noise for them to pay attention, say your child is missing and you want them to do something, no, do it on a regular daily basis. We have to protect our children and we have to find the ones that are missing. We have to find them. We need to do thorough, complete investigation to find our children because they are our future. If we don't have no children to grow into adults to take over the reins of the old farts that are in office now, what will happen to us as a country? What will happen to us as a country? Well, family, me not take up too much on the time on this Saturday because I know so I'm not going to make on a soup, and finish making a soup because me have some chicken foot and chicken back. We got throw in some pot with some pumpkin and stuff. We make some soup on this gloomy Saturday soup day. Family, again, thank you so very much for joining. I wanted to ask if anybody here listening, or if anybody here listening know of somebody that has a missing child in Jamaica that was never found. What kind of um, information have you gotten from police, anybody, to say where they are in the investigation? Just drop a note and let me know because yeah, we need to hold these people accountable. We need to hold them accountable. We need to find our children, good or bad, unalive or not, are alive. We need to find our children. They are here for a purpose. God put them on this earth for a purpose, and we need to find them and protect them. Protect the ones that are in front of us and find the ones that are not in front of us. So if you have any family member or if you have a missing child from, it does not matter what date, when, just let me know what kind of feedback you got from police as far as an investigation into their disappearance. Again, thank you all so very much for joining me, taking the time out of your good Saturday afternoon to come listen to me rant and rave. I appreciate you. Like up the live, people. Share the live if you feel like somebody need to hear this, and subscribe to the channel. Me love you, know. Me love you like sweet potato pudding. Thank you all again so very much for joining. I appreciate you so much. Y'all have a great rest of your afternoon, yeah? All right. Wanna walk good. Peace and love, family. One perfect love, everybody.